Hello, all. All right, here we go. We just took a little break there. What do I hang on? Something flying. No, I do. My camera's on. No tailgate camera. I got it. All right, hang on. Let's get on the freeway. There we go. We're just in Dixon, California, and I know this is the opposite way of Lobster. You're right. I'm going to have a surf and turf with my family, my niece and her kids, and going back to my uncle's house. She lives there now. It's her property. She's got young kids growing up, young couple. And I've been saying I'm going to come up, and I never come up. Now I'm coming up. Now, I'm only going to be there for a brief time. Dinner, drink, sleep off the alcohol, and then it's straight to LA, Long Beach to be as a matter of fact. And I'm going to go grab some lobsters hoop netting on a live show. That live show is Saltwater, your saltwater guy, Dave Hansen. Now, I'm not going to be live on tomorrow at 6:30, but he will. And the cameras are beautiful, and they're on the back of the boat, so you're going to have just a party time with adults. It's an adult show. So I I will say this. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm looking forward to this. I get to go see my family that I've neglected. Now, why have I neglected? Well, I was going to come up. Here's what I was going to do. I was going to come up, because this is Sacramento, right? I'm in right out of Sacramento. And I was going to come up and I was going to be at the meeting. The meeting that I fucking lit up those fucking libtards. Listen, I know we're not going to call them liberals or anything like that. I got to train my brain differently. It's one of those Google cars. Check this thing out. Let me turn the camera around. It's interesting on the world than me. Look at this car. I mean, look at that thing. What do you think that's? TomTom. Remember TomTom? Guess they're still doing it. What is it? Doesn't matter. So yeah, this is Dixon. We're heading to above Sacramento, Tahoe area for the night for just dinner. And then I'm going to start heading maybe at 4 in the morning down to LA. And then it's going to be a party from, I believe, 2 o'clock on. So if you're interested in that, you have to go to Saltwater Guide. I'll go live on all my social media. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube's where I want to be. I'm at my home. You guys want to support this? Cool. Let me have 15,000 in views on the part one and part two of the shorts. So thank you. I'm all in. Right now, it's just a simple drive, a simple talk. What's going to happen? Well, I'm not going to scuba dive. It's not a scuba diving trip. The rains are going to be down there tomorrow. The mud is in the water. The toxins are in the water. And we're just going to be hoop netting for the first time. I've never gotten a lobster hoop net, and I'm fucking excited. What's up, Bill? Bill, fuck. What a great day already. We had the camper on. Me, you, and Martin are now set up. That's beautiful. That was a beautiful, like, hawk or something dead on the side of the road. I'd love to be able to taxidermy that, but you're not allowed to touch them. I don't know. Can you guys see the mountains? And that's Tahoe up there. I don't know if the phone picks it up past the buildings. The snow's up there. They got a nice coating. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Bill, this is going to be epic. I really think we're going to get the world record. I would love to say that right now. And everything else I do, I say it happens. So am I Babe Ruthing this? What I mean by that is point the finger and say that's what I'm doing. Sure. A lot of pressure on Justin, the boat captain. But, yep, field trip. Field trip. It's a real quick one. Right now we're going to be in Tahoe. Tomorrow night we will be down in Long Beach. And I am going to be... No, we're not on Highway 5. This is Highway 80 right here. We're just in Dixon, California. And I'm going to take Highway 5. It's the fastest route to get down there. But first, like I said, I was supposed to come up here for Wednesday and Thursday and hang out with my niece and my nephews. And she told them I was coming. And then As you can see, how I yelled at the people and called them liberals. I'm not a person that should be. I would have been arrested, right? The buffoonery that was going on, me making my comments, they're funny as hell. The 9 of us in a group that got to just texting each other. I'll tell you what, I don't know why chat comments are off. They're supposed to be on the. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, and you're just here, I'm not going politics. I know somebody yelled at me last night about why are you doing politics over and over again. Hey, my son used to work for that company when he was allowed to talk to me before his grandpa paid him not to. Okay, interesting. Hey, Wes, in your area. Anyway, let me get back on track here. I am going down there tonight, but first we're going to go up and have a lobster and steak dinner at my Uncle T's house. Now, my Uncle T left it to my niece, and she has a young kids. One the last time I held the thing. I know I called it a thing because it was an infant baby. Um, Now he's 2 years old and he's rocking a mullet. So all you guys with mullets, you're gonna see my nephew. I'm not going live. I'm gonna give them their privacy. Their mom says I can have pictures with them. You know, yeah, that's those are my roots. Mullets. If I could grow a mullet, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. Let's turn it around here. Boom. Unfortunately, I can't, just because I'm follically challenged. And there's a cop up there on that Elf ramp. I see you. I see you. Um, I can't speed with my camper on. It's the greatest thing. So, not that I speed. That's against the law. Don't do it. Woodland. We're pulling up to Woodland. And we're just going to keep on rolling. I'm only going to be here. I have a lot of buddies that have called me and said, hey, stop by here, stop by here. Listen, guys, I got 24 hours, and it is going to be a party. I'm going to have to pace myself up here. We're going to do tonight, I'm doing this Bill, have you ever heard of chocolate cake shots? That's what we're doing today. I will have my one beer because I gotta be ready to be mobile at 4 to make it down there on time to make all this happen. So, UC Davis, here we are. We're at UC Davis off Highway 80. So, if you, okay, let's see. I drive. Ah, right on. Man, I'm in Sacramento. Ah, fucking A. Yeah, yeah. Um, this is where my kids used to live when I got divorced. The mom moved up here. Um, and I think they still live here. I don't know. They don't talk to me anymore. But we are going to go down, and tomorrow I want you all to know, listen, I can't say this enough. You got to go to Dave from Saltwater Guides channel because it's going to be live on his channel. I just stopped and I ate Corlitas ribs. They cook them for you, and you can just go in there. $8, and it's all you can eat ribs for a meal type thing. It's not all you can eat. You pay $8, and if you can eat more than that, then good for you, but you shouldn't. Anyway, we're due. I don't care. You live your life eating whatever you want and how much you want. All I know is if I would have stopped at In-N-Out Burger or McDonald's, it would have been $20+. So I stayed healthy. I just broke my fast. I pulled over on the side of the road in a safe area, and I have a camper on the back of my truck. I'm fortunate enough to have that. Took a potty break and ate, and now I'm heading up to the snowy area. And tomorrow I'll be in the Bay of Long Beach, or the beach, or LB, with the first time ever pulling up successfully, hopefully, if things go right. I watched Justin's show. You can watch it tonight to kind of see. Tonight is not the adult night. Tomorrow is going to be the adult night. We will be drinking. We will be cussing. And they said it's okay if I have my potty mouth. So, where are you from? Get them, see Wolf. Shoot them where you're from. Yes. So I'm going down there. I should have 7. I don't know what size because it's hoop netting. When you're diving, I know what size I come back to the boat with. So this is a different experience for me. It's the one that anybody and everybody can do. Traffic, hang on. Anybody and everybody can do this. This was, I'm not pay I'm paying full price for it. It's $220 per person, and it was an open party trip. As soon as I heard open party, and then I think Lisa or I don't know who mentioned, hey, you should come. So I think we were texting, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like how? I said, how much does it cost? I mean, listen, and it said $220. Jesus, yeah, that's not bad. Because I'm used to going out for 4 days on a boat. You live on the boat, and it costs between $1,200. It depends what boat, but $1,200 or $2,000. Now, I used to do 10 of those trips a year, but they only used to be $650 to $850. I know I'm old. I'm sounding old. I'm caught up with the times. You guys all want everything more expensive. I'm cool with that. I'm just not going to go 10 times a year. So I'm going to be able to go down and pull up the nets. You guys are going to be able to watch live. We are going to be having fun. We are the ones that made a difference this week in Sacramento for our fishing. Dave's there was many groups there. Maybe I don't know. I'm not into the politics of that. All I know is this: the game wardens here, not the game wardens. The game wardens are completely different. They're just their army and they enforce everything they say. So if they say wear a mask, now they got to go arrest people for not wearing a mask. Okay. Those guys and gals of the wardens are a different breed. Respect them. These are the people that tell them what to do. And we got to talk to them because they were going to take away this thing called a sand bass. Now, to me, I was having the same attitude as a lot of people on um, that were commenting today. What the fuck do I care about a sand bass? I see them everywhere. I don't shoot them. I don't like to. But I didn't know that it's so important to the fishing world and to Californians. Anything Gavin Newsom would say, that was the rule. And if you fought it, you would be shamed. Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're dumb. Oh, you're not college educated. Oh, critical thinking. I'm a critical thinker. Oh. 90% of us said no more to that. The only problem with that is I live where the 10% live, right? It's either here or New York. Those are the only two people having problems with this. Everybody else has gotten on board, but doesn't matter. We're a sanctuary state. Everybody has their own rights. Blah, 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 blah. It's over for 4 years. And Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are promoting my shit left and right. So I got 4 years to become famous. It already has happened, but let's not jump ahead. Okay. I'm still in a truck. I'm still coming to you on my devices. Numbers fluctuate. This shows I'm driving this and I'm going to stop at a bridge. It used to be the world's tallest bridge. I don't think it is anymore, but we'll walk across it. There's a whole bunch of suicide letters saying don't kill yourself as you're walking across because everybody used to jump off this. This is what I do for my men's mental health. Okay. I'm not going to jump off a bridge. I'm going to go down and have a great weekend. Sure, I'm 54. Sure, there's a lot of driving. I'm going the opposite. I'm going 4 hours the opposite way to hang out with my family that I said I would. Now, I was supposed to just come up here and talk at the meeting, get up at the pulpit and yell at them there, or whatever they call that thing. It didn't happen that way, and thank God it didn't, because I would have been arrested. But when you call in and you can keep your listen, I went a little extreme on him. Everybody else was super nice, thanking him for letting us let us speak at our own thing. We the people. Those people work for us, idiots. So, no, no, you're not idiots. I apologize. Those people work for us. It's time they know that. It's time they know that the 90% of Americans do not think the way the 10% people in California think. All of my family has lived here in Sacramento. They left. They went to where it's a little bit nicer to live, a little bit more free. You can say things, you can do things. You don't have to worry about the crime. You don't have to be considered a terrible person just if you don't follow what the 10% are saying. Now, those 10% are crying like little bitches right now. And I apologize if you're my friend that's a 10%er. I love you. I'm sorry I called you guys liberals. I didn't know that was a bad word. I thought you liked it. When somebody calls me a cracker, I laugh. I say, dude, you're a pretty funny guy to call me a cracker. I'd like to be your friend. Because it's a word, right? It's a word, and if a word hurts you, you didn't train your kids right. And I'll say it. They need spankings. They need a guidance until they're out of your house. Now, some of you don't even want your kids to leave anymore. They're 30, 40. They've been through college. They're sitting at home, enjoying themselves, playing video games, telling you what policies you should follow and who's smart and who's not smart and who you should listen. If that's you, look at yourself. Say no more. That's it. It's not me, and that's not 90% of people. So enjoy yourself. I get it. Your kids have to grow up. You're not going to live forever. You're going to die, and then you're going to leave these kids here that were about to buy the bullshit that we needed lithium batteries to run our lives. We don't have lithium in this country, people. So if you want to help everybody, if you want to help the I don't want, what do you call them, homosexuals? Is that okay? I'm not saying the LBGQ because you added too many things for me to fucking figure out, and I have dyslexia, so you can't even get mad at me. I'm one of your slow friends. So let's get past that and let's go straight to it. Here's the thing: nobody's special more than the other person. We're all the same. Some people have more money, sure. Some people act like Karens, sure. But the majority of us are normal people that go to work, try to provide a little living, and then go home and try to be the best dad. For me, I was a dad, right? And be there for the kids after you've worked a 12-hour day. Put the kids to bed. You're, I'm not even going to touch the ex-wife. Put your kids to bed, and then you have a little bit of time to yourself. And then 4:30 in the morning, there's that alarm clock. Get back up. Get back out there. Get back and get your hustle on. That's how it is. Fortunately for me, I'm at the end of my life, and now instead of retiring, I opened my last business, and my last business is this. My last business is entertainment, social media. Say, what are you promoting? I'm promoting myself. I'm promoting myself being able to write off everything that I'm doing right now, living life free, and going to live in Alaska, Ketchikan for 3 months in the nice part. Maybe I'll visit there in the wintertime and go ice fishing. I want to do an ice fishing before I die. That's a bucket list thing. I got buddies that do it that are professional. I got buddies that catch lobsters, hoop netting that are professional. I was invited down to hang out with them, and they're the best. I am not going to be live on my station. I think this is what they call a collab. Saltwater Guide. I'm going to say this. Go subscribe or just watch tomorrow. I don't care. I'm part of that family. I'm paying just like everybody else on that boat. It's $250, and if everybody gets 7 lobsters, the lobsters are crawling because of the rain. If you know lobsters like I know, freshwater, they hate freshwater. They walk around miserable, and they go deeper too. I don't know. It's not my expertise down in Long Beach. You put me on one of the islands, it's a different ball game. But as of right now, this is how I'm doing it. I have my ears are messed up, so I don't even think I could have dove, but I would have tried if there would have been clear water. But I'm breaking my cherry. I'm popping that cherry, baby. And when I say I'm popping that cherry, I mean I'm popping that cherry. I'm grabbing my first lobster with a hoop net. Never done it before. Don't know what I'm going to pull up. I'm excited though, because this is what these guys do. I am going for the world record lobster. I tattooed it on my chest if you've been following me. A big, huge one. And but first, like I said, Sacramento was in my agenda. My wife made the decision. because she knows how I am, that I was going to be too forward and ruin what everybody's trying to do with trying to figure out things peacefully, which I'm all about peace. But I'm also in California where it's just dumb. You've seen our LA fires. You've seen no water in the fire hydrant because we're protecting nothing. You've seen the absolute absurdity of California being run. And we still have people out there in California that thinks this is great. Thinks taking, I don't know how you do it with a family on a road trip. Normally I'd stop off at McDonald's when I was driving my kids back and forth or whatever fast food they wanted, right? Now it's $27 per item. It ain't me. I pulled over with my camper, had my own bathroom clean, and I had Corlitos ribs. Better than anything that you could have gotten that's processed. I'll tell you what, you put a chunk of Corlitos ribs on your desk for a year, you won't be able to eat that. You do the same thing with a McDonald's hamburger and you put it in the microwave. This is true. They've already done a study of this and we've watched it. Not refrigerated or anything, and it tastes the same and is the same. What? Why doesn't the cheese get moldy? That's for the biologists. That's for the smart people. I don't know. But they want you to pay $27 for that, and I'm not. It doesn't matter. I don't. That's just a study I saw. I I have nothing to do with anything except for I'm in this rat race with everybody else. I'm just fortunate enough to say no to your rat race. No to you as a person, the way you think. The last 4 years, they, they told us our borders were closed. That was a lie. Now they're yelling at us for getting rid of all the illegals. Okay. What kind of money grows on trees here? We were the laughing stock of the world, but that didn't care. As long as we're showing them. Go try being gay across the pond. Okay? Go ahead. And I'm not talking Europe. I'm talking China. Go ahead. Because that's who was going to run this country with these lithium batteries. Now, I know we bought into it. I know we're in billions of dollars for all this new technology. Our governor said it in 2035, all these cars are going to be illegal. Let me turn it around. Yeah, Gavin Newsom. All these cars, huh? Okay. Now I know I live in California. We'll find one of those ones with special little batteries in them. But what did we learn about those batteries? Well, we learned that our government here in California is lying to us about the metal content in our soil after that lithium fire at Moss Landing. And then the UC students went and did the same survey with the soil, and it's over 1,000 times higher than it's ever been. So how could it be safe with the government study and not with the kids? And the kids are the smart ones. They're the ones that are being trained with thinking uh, whatever whatever they love to fucking think. I can't remember. Whatever they teach them in college. And great, if you're going to go to college, go ahead. Just know you're going to come out with a whole bunch of debt, unless you're my daughter, and then your grandpa from your ex-wife pays her, according to my daughter's letter, and she doesn't talk to me anymore, so I'm going to have to say she was telling the truth, not to talk to me. Now I know that doesn't sound like a narcissist. I sound like the narcissist, but no. But to keep my brain mentally healthy, I'm driving 4 hours this way to see my family, and I'm gonna have a great dinner with them. This is all skiing traffic. It's stupid. I'm not even going snowboarding to my wife's age group, 40 and below. Look at all the blackbirds in this tree. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Are you allowed to call them blackbirds anymore? I don't know. YOLO fruit stand. We stopped there once to pee when we were on our way to for my buddy's 30th birthday. I was driving the van. They were all just having fun. I do remember that. That was a scary place. It looks nice, but it's not. Yellow fruits. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bring back my lobsters. I'm going to completely take them apart with 100% sustainability. I'm going to take the lobster meat and I'm going to grind it up. I know you say shame, shame, shame. The only thing I'm keeping from my 7, if I have 7, is their eyeballs. And then I'm going to make fish head soup with a fish that I kill out in the ocean. I'm going to take the head. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to do all that. I'm going to keep the bones. I need the fish ear bones, the udalalis or whatever they're called. I know if the smart people know what they are. Um, Julie thought, huh? I, I am going right now. Is it duck hunting season? What are all those cars? Hang on, I'm going to crash. We're going to find out what all those cars over there are for. This is the bridge that where they used to grow rice. I think they still the rice fields in Sacramento. This is where I was supposed to come up and take on the game warden's upper echelon. Thank God I didn't. That would have been a disaster. And look at the beautiful mountains. So I don't know if it picks it up on your guys's, but that's Tahoe right there. Now, all those buildings over there are the people that are making the decisions, Gavin Newsom's people. And he's going to stick to whatever he's going to stick to. And they tried taking away more fish. And we said no. And we came in such numbers. And then I called them liberals. And then they got mad. I didn't know liberal was a bad word. I thought it was a cool word. I thought you guys embraced it. But I will get it out of my vocabulary if it hurts you and not because it's hurting you. Because I don't want to. I lived this for 4 years. Now it's the opposite side, and I got 90% of America on my side. Yeah, listen, I know it's tough for you, 10% people right now that think that this is terrible. Look at that big hawk that just landed, red tail, beautiful. I know it's hard for you. It's going to be even harder. So get yourself a hobby. Mine was scuba diving, going down and killing things. Believe it or not, liberal California, I'm able to do that every day of the year. I don't have seasons like rock fishermen's on rockfish. I have numbers that I have to stick by. I also have to stick by everything has to be legal. And if I'm going to run my mouth on social media, you better damn sure. I've been under investigation 5 times. No, and this isn't a challenge to anybody. There's been no fines or anything with me. People on my boat, sure. You want to do something stupid? You're a man or a woman. You go ahead, do whatever you want. The only fines I've had on my boat is it was questionable if it was 22 inches. It was 21 3/4 or something like that, according to the warden. Oh, another nice hawk. Look at that. God, this is kind of cool. I should come over here and just videotape. Anyway, they don't call video record. I'm so old. Anyway, I'm going up. This trip's starting here tomorrow at what time is it going to be? 6:30 is when his show starts, and it is at Your Saltwater Guide. It's not going to be on my channel. I will be going live on all social media. I've been live for the last hour on Instagram, explaining to Instagram people. Now I'm live on YouTube. YouTube's where this is where I want everybody to come, but I'm not that big. So you got to do all social media. I'll do a little bit with Facebook. As soon as I get in Tahoe area, I am shutting it down and just spending time with the family. Because this is what I was supposed to do, and my 2 little nephews are so excited I was coming. There's no way I couldn't come. I was supposed to come right over there to those buildings down there and yell at those. Not yell, but just show the frustration. Just show how much fish are you going to take away from us and then ship over to China and then say it's 100% sustainability as long as it comes back to a box store, right? Where you guys think that they just put a nice little name on it and an American flag. Research it. It has to say where it came from. And if your fish is coming from China, they have no regulations on anything. There's no game wardens. There's exactly This is how you're going to live. This is how much money you're going to make. This is how much fun you're allowed to have. That's the truth. And for you guys to disguise it any other way is bullshit. So, enough politics. I'm in Sacramento, so I felt a little. We just had a surge. We won. It's something that we weren't going to win. They were going to take away this sand bass thing. It's not even my fight, but it's my people's fight. What I mean by my people is anybody that wants to go out and live life and go hunting or go fishing or go scuba diving or spear fishing or just go on a hike, get outside, you got to remember, let's not forget Gavin Newsom. Remember when he wasn't wearing a mask and he yelled at all of us and anybody that stepped outside their house and didn't have a shot, they they couldn't eat at any restaurants, and he would sit there and eat when all other restaurants were closed down. That guy. But you all say, "Hey, that's the voting we need to do." Okay, I'm leaving it alone from there. I don't need any more heat on me. Last time I mentioned my website, suweb13.net, it got closed down. Coincidence? Okay, we'll just go with a coincidence. It's right after they asked me. Listen, the only reason why I left it when I was live with the state uh, buffoonery people is so they can contact me. Because I was telling them I went to Moss Landing and there's a dead sea lion and a dead blackbird. I have no idea how they died. I know, I know the government in California, here's what they said. They said everything's fine here. The soil has never been as great as it is now. I know 2 weeks later, UC students went up there and did the same test the right way. And they said the metal in the soils. You're not going to get strawberries this year from California because it's already being exposed, not by me, but by the real scientists, by the real kids that actually want to make a change in this world. That you told them you're trying to help. That's the problem when you guys think you're so smart and you're so much better than us. Here's the problem with it. 80 this way, got it. 50 goes that way. You do this every time. Normally my wife's in my room in the truck helping me. Um, Here's the problem with thinking you're smarter than everybody and better than everybody. You missed it. You missed that check mark so big. You saw it with Trump. 90% of us said no more. This is the truth. Now, California is going to stick to it. They've already taken more taxes so they can fight the government. We're going to fight, turning all of us against each other. I've even had friends yell at me and make little videos about how frustrated they are. They drank the other Kool-Aid. I don't care. I still love them just as much as I love everybody else. I'm not going to put up with their nonsense. All this, I mean, you're watching it. This is what's been going on in California. We got so much money for new freeways. All these projects are now done. Hopefully they'll be able to finish up. Trump's turning. Here's what happens. They're going to tax us. We live here. He's turned off federal funding. This is all federal funded. The game wardens are federal funded. That's been turned off. You don't want to play his game? All right. I don't even care. I don't give two shits about Trump. I don't give two shits about the other side. I'm an American. I give two shits when you tell me I'm a racist and I have to be lectured for an hour and a half about Black History Month. Why doesn't Black History Month happen every month? With White Month and with Asian Month and with everybody. We're the melting pot. That's what made Americans America. And you all want to give it to China? Bend over? Nah, it's not my style. Fuck. This is my style. This is me living, driving my diesel truck. Yeah, sure, I'm paying $6 a gallon here in California. You go over the border, even though it was refined here, and you're paying $2 to $3 a gallon. Sure, that makes sense. But we're the leading edge of showing you that the world is a safer, better place. This place is full of crime. Don't let the stories are true. Shit in the streets, heroin needles everywhere. the Golden State. Plus, they did such a great job, they didn't even know how to put out our fires because they cut all the stuff except for just promoting yourself with just mindless bullshit. So, you don't have to worry if your kid's gay. I will accept them just the way they are. Here's what I won't do. They can't come over and identify as a cat and piss in a litter box at my house. Your house, your rules. Anyway, enough of that. Here we go. We are going here. We're going to have dinner. We're going to have a couple cocktails. I'll wake up at 4 in the morning. Then my journey back. Put about 4 hours onto my day. I don't care. It's my family. And I told them I was coming. And the little kids, my two nephews, they got the lobster in the room. My first lobster, my first big one, my first taxidermy one, I didn't even taxidermy it. It cost me $850 and it took a year to get back. Great job. But I didn't have that kind of money. Because you guys seen my place, and it has over 100, what is it, has over, I'm sorry, over 50 that are over 10 pounds. I don't know if I'm going to get the world record tomorrow. Nobody knows. I do know this. I do know that tomorrow, no matter what happens, I'm going down to the Saltwater Guide family. We all paid money. It was an open party. Anybody could have done it. Somebody mentioned it after our night of just, or a day of just wonderfulness, where we won, where we finally got our voices heard. I felt like the hippies must have felt back in the 60s. We made a change. People say I did it. No. I just yelled. I have nothing to lose. Either I leave California or things change. Things changed. I'm staying. I get to hunt fish. They weren't even going to take away my fish. I spearfish. So the greatest part is, if you're having trouble with the government the way it is now, I get you. Get yourself a hobby. Go back and do what makes you fun. Do not look at your phone unless you're looking at me. But do not look at your phone and dwell on the inevitable. Nobody can predict your future. Nobody knows if you're driving and boom, you're dead. Happens to everybody. Happens a lot. Nobody knows if you smoked. Nobody knows what all these vaping's doing. It's too new. Everybody's doing it, even kids. Now they got rid of cigarettes. Said cigarettes are bad, but here's a vape that tastes like cotton candy or whatever your favorite thing is. They can make it taste like that. So whatever they're doing to our food to make it taste like that, and our smoking products, that's what makes you want to wonder. My fish have never been recalled. Elk that I eat never has been recalled. Deer that I eat never has been recalled. Can you say that about your box store stuff? Nah, you can't. You can't. Look at these skiers. They got the electric. That must be a hybrid. Like, what do you do? And it's snowboarders. 2 skiers, 2 snowboarders. I got it. But what do you do? I don't think the Teslas and trucks and stuff work in the snow, do they? Or maybe I'm just naive. I didn't study it. I don't know. That's interesting to me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going up here. Gonna have a nice steak and lobster dinner, and then I'm going to grab lobsters on Saltwater Guide on his live show tomorrow. Justin's going to be our captain of bow line sport fishing. These are all to all my fishing buddies that pay $15,000 to go get your bluefin. You can do the same thing, but sleep in your own bed in your camper on your truck or whatever you bring. LA has a lot of restrictions because all the homeless went there and they just set up in the streets. And all of the old motorhomes, they don't care. Generators, shit outside. Somebody will pick up the trash for them. They'll get all their services paid for. You, the guy getting up and sleeping, working 12 hours a day. Please keep doing it because they need to pay for these guys. They need to pay for Mr. Gavin Newsom. But YouTube has told me that there's no more restrictions except for the GUN thing. Okay. I don't know why we can't say what we hunt with, but okay. Facebook has taken an opposite, a reversal. And according to Mr. Zuckerberg, who I learned is an MMA fighter, and he's pretty good, so I'm not going to challenge him anymore. Jesus, I'm too old for that. I do know how to fight, but it's street fighting skills. It's not, that's a different level. Put me in a pretzel if I don't knock you out. Listen, I don't want to fuck with him anymore. That guy's got to be cool. Nice Harley, though. Nice Harley. Anyway, well, let me stay focused. So I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna bring back 7 lobsters if I get 7 lobsters. I'm gonna take them all apart. 100% sustainability. 7 new taxidermied lobsters, and if they don't, maybe there's gonna be some with lobster leather in there. So if it's lobster leather, I'm gonna be ecstatic. I don't get to pick and choose because I'm not gonna be at the bottom of the ocean looking at them like in a grocery store. That's how good I am doing it that way. This is hoop netting. Whatever comes up in the net comes up. Sometimes it's an 8-pound one. Sometimes it's, the world record was caught by Kelly Hansen, and it was 18 and a half pounds. Yeah, that's right. Dave Hansen's wife was his girlfriend at the time. And that's where I'm going to focus on my time. So I'm going to rock that. If this is something you're interested in, follow me, Seawolf13. If you want merchandise, Seawolf13.net, or you can go there to figure out what platforms I'm live on. It will tell you when I'm live and what platforms. And, or if you just want to look at beautiful, my wife's in control of it, so there's no killing. I don't know why. But listen, it's 100% sustainability is what I tell everybody. And I know they've yelled at me saying it's not 100% sustainability. I don't care. I'm over you buffoons telling me that, because whatever I don't eat and I don't make a new recipe out of, I give away. I can't sell it. I can't trade it. I can't bargain with it. I can give it to anybody. The good old-fashioned, hey, how you doing? And you don't have to be. Listen, you got to understand, I live in liberal area. All my friends are liberal. They're entertained by me, but now I've stepped out of liberal land, and I'm in the real world, the ones that people black and white. You don't have to make up stuff. You don't have to be magical. You don't have to believe that 2 men can have a baby. You can be gay and have a beautiful relationship. In my eyes, in some of my friends' eyes, absolutely not. I don't care. That's their problem. That's not mine. I don't care. When you get divorced, and if you decided to adopt kids, because you can't have kids biological, 2 men. I'm just saying. A woman can, sure. You just get some sperm from a dude at the clinic. Maybe it was a gay dude, a real smart one, and put it in you. You're gonna make the perfect gay baby. Perfect. That's your lifestyle. I get it. 90% of us don't think this way. They didn't want that in the schools. Parents should have a right to take their kids wherever they want. I don't care what you fucking believe. So don't preach to me about Black History Month for an hour when it's a game warden program. What I mean by that is we had to listen to this lady yell at us because Black History Month is no longer that, according to Trump. Black History Month is every month in my brain, and so is White Month, and so is Asian Month, and so is whatever you are month. Okay? And if I left your culture out, I apologize. Listen, it wasn't on purpose. I'm just tired of being yelled at when they even are missing the point. They got their point across, but it's not enough. And when is it enough? It's a crock of shit is what it is. So, I will say this. I took my daughter there for and son there, and I had to come up and visit him after school. Playland. All right. Um, I will say this. I'm gonna go shoot a fish in the head, and I'm gonna make fish head soup. It's delicious. I love it. If that's not your thing, I get it. I'm gonna boil the brain and everything. I love the taste of it. But I'm gonna have, if I have 7 lobsters, I'm gonna have 7 eyeballs that have been cooked, floating in it, because the eyeballs are the same as the tail. It's a muscle. So I know that's gross to you guys that said you're really gonna eat eyeballs. Sure, I love them. I love halibut tongue. Try it before you knock it. Try it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch YouTube my channel in August. It's a short, and it was a 204-pound halibut tongue, and it was delicious. And I recommend it to anybody. But never mind that. I'm gonna go have a party, and this is just the trip. And I'll put shorts together. Nobody can be watching this. I don't care. Because here's the problem. What are you gonna do when I start putting shorts? YouTube, here's the problem with you. You censor me, I'm just going to go over to Instagram where I'm getting 500K per video. If they censor me because I used the wrong word, now I'm going to go over to Facebook where Mark Zuckerberg doesn't give a fuck about you anymore, you liberals. Who knew he was into MMA fighting? What a shocking turn of events. So anyway, I'm going to come on one more time live before I get to where I'm going, because I'm crossing one of the biggest bridges in the world. But right now, I'm just gonna take in how great and beautiful this is. I'm looking at the mountains. I'm leaving Sacramento. These are my people. People that just get out and do things. People that go snowboarding. People that go hiking. I don't care if you don't want to hurt anything, and I'm the Antichrist. At least you get to see your mountains right now. In a minute. And I'm just going to zen out. And I know that sounds hippie-ish and shit like that, but what a week. And I got to prepare myself for what's about to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to explode. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Your saltwater guide, army, family, whatever you want to call it, is so huge that even if you want to say nobody's watching right now, I don't care. I'll see my numbers after this. But even if nobody was watching, he has such huge numbers, and they are all excited because I'm coming. And I'm the only one that called them liberals. I didn't think I did. When I got off, and then I heard the council members all arguing with each other that they're not liberals. One guy said he has a duck hunting club. Boy, you joined that team, and now you want to jump back? Come on back over. It's fun over here. I'll just say that. Mr. Zuckerberg got to do it. Come on back over, Mr. Duck Hunting guy. I don't think it's cool that you yelled at us and we're sitting there without even thinking and without studies being done on fishes and them taken away from Californians and Americans, and just sitting there and saying, you don't know what's best for our environment. Well, punch in Moss Landing, mister. You know what's best. You lied to us about what's in the soil. And I'm talking California did. The government in California did 3 studies, and they all came back. Everything's great. They had a great suppression system. That is absolutely a lie. It's a #1 lie. So, Trump, if you're out there listening, and I know you think that he came and visited right after the fires and looked at people and said, you didn't do your job. You let your people down. You can bury me on social media, but social media has been turned around. So the next 4 years, what happened? What do you mean? Where are you going? Oh, don't worry, Matt. I'm coming back your way. I'm just going to Tahoe first. I made a promise, Matt. Listen, I made a promise. I was supposed to be up here Wednesday and Thursday for the meeting, remember? And I was going to stand up with my clown shoes on. Not clown shoes. I got them with me. You're going to see them tomorrow on the show. They're Lobster leather Air Force One Nikes. I know the older guys don't know what that means. Ask your kids. One of one original is and they got gaping assholes from lobsters on them. So I made a promise to my niece where my uncle, he took his last breath while I was holding his hand because he died of cancer and he wanted to die in his own house. He made me promise him if they took him to the emergency room, he was on hospice, so they weren't going to. But if they took him to the emergency room, I had to go punch people, grab him, and take him home. I said, I got you. It didn't have to come down to that, but that's the kind of person my uncle was. So I got to go. It's not inconvenient for me because I've been saying this for 2 years, but my niece got the property and she has two young kids and they're either sick or they're just tired. They they say, don't worry about the house. The house is going to be clean. It always is. But it's not like my uncle's cleaning and my cleaning because I don't have kids anymore, right? So I, I, it's me, my wife, and my bulldogs. So we'll clean up our house like we want to. If you come over, you're like, well, my buddies all come over and go, wow, you seem like you would live in the sticks. Just because I take things apart and have a kill shed on my property in California does not mean I don't have that. By Tahoe, yeah, that's Tahoe right in front of you. Those mountains, if you can see them. Hang on, this is gonna be the last bit of that guy right there has a snowboard on his car. We had a nice, they call it the Pow Pow, a fresh Pow Pow. I think this is where Bass Pro Shop is, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been up here in a minute. I believe this is where it's at. I know the Spaghetti Factory because my wife loves that. That's her favorite restaurant, is here. So I know where I'm at, kind of. But anyway, I got to go there. I'm going to have dinner with them. I'm going to wake up and I'm having this shot of chocolate cake. I don't know what that consists of. Do you want a race? I have my You have a Porsche? Well, I got my F-250. Oh, there's a cop right there. Yeah, I'll race you right now. Are you ready? Let's go. What happened? Oh, there's two cops or one? Oh, that's a Tahoe cop. Look at all the ice. He's been up in the mountains. Oh, a front and back end. Anyway, oh, right by Mr. Injury. He should take notes. I have the F-250 and I have my Northern Light camper on my truck. It's the only time I go the speed limit. I have the airbags in for suspension in the back. What I need now. Everybody wants to go to Lincoln 65. Look at all that traffic. Wonder where that goes. Never been that way. Anyway, it's opening up from here. Next town you're going to see, I believe, is Loomis. My kids lived there during the divorce. I had a principal of Loomis school system say I went there threatening her and her staff when I was in Puerto Vallarta with my wife, my now wife, not my ex-wife, with my now wife, on vacation. That's the kind of divorce I got with the narcissist that I am, right? You got a woman that absolutely hates because I left her and can't leave it alone. Has to poison kids' brains all the way up now. They drink the Kool-Aid. There will be no more talking from my daughter. She's more than, she can turn it on. She can come on my show. She can start telling me what I did wrong as a dad. But she's being ruled by a narcissist and she's getting paid, according to her in her letter, by her grandpa. Talk about a shame. Auburn, 13 miles from here. Reno, 110. So my buddy has a dive shop in Auburn, High Sierra Divers. A big taxidermy lobster, not by me, from one he caught, is in there. A beautiful shop, has everything you need. One of the best instructors. If you want to get into this and you're in this area, go see him. He's one of the safest instructors. Now, he looks at me and thinks I'm a little dangerous, but he dives with me and he's entertained, and I go on his boats on his trips in the summertime. You're by freedom. You're absolutely right. I smell the freedom. I just passed Sacramento where the bullshit was, And the reason why I said I'm coming here is because I told my niece that, hey, I'm going to be there for 2 days. I'm just going to stop off. And then she told her 2-year-old and 6-year-old that think I'm a god. Yeah, they just do. I'm Uncle Brent. I'm the guy that fucking was there to help their grandpa, their great grandpa, take his last breath. Is that hard to see? Fuck. Makes you more of a man, though, when you can do it. Helps you the next time you have to do that with somebody else. And I just had that happen. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, we're at Loomis. I got people up in Loomis that want me to stop by. I can't. I already told them. I said I don't have that much time. I'm going to have about 5 hours before I decide to go to sleep from cooking, hanging out, hugging, playing with the kids, giving them some taxidermy lobsters, got some bling chains for them, that kind of stuff. And 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3, I'll start. It's Highway 5, so I know it's boring. So I'll be going live in the morning. Anybody wants to hang out. It'll be on YouTube probably, but it could be anywhere. I don't know. I don't know. This is the exit I'd bring my uncle off his hill because when he was doing chemo. Because I remember we'd go to Bow's Outlet, and he loved going in there. But then all he wanted to do was get back home. He hated Sacramento. He did. Like he said, freedom in the mountains. Here we come. Here we come. So I'm gonna go there for the evening. Get up at 3 to 4. I got to be down Justin's boat by 2:30. I'm going to try to get there early so I can take a nap because it's going to be nonstop party as soon as I hit that dock or what. As soon as I step out of my camper down there, then it's going to be live from 6:30 only on your saltwater guide. I'm not going to go live on any of my platforms. I will record things on my phone so I can make shorts. Yeah, 8-hour drive. Jesus, man. This is living, baby. I get to go see my family that I've neglected just because life has been difficult, being a Republican in California. Now I'm smelling freedom. You're going to start seeing Trump signs everywhere now. This is California, everybody. That everything you see on the news is not this. This is where everybody moves out to. Some of us have to drive into the bullshit, get carjacked, get our windows busted out, no matter what. Nobody goes to jail. And then drive home after working 14 hours to where there's nice schools for your kids so you can raise your kids properly. I'm saying it. So, $3.95. What's $3.95? I don't even know what you're looking at. Was that gas? Was gas for $3.95? Because it was. I just paid $6 to fill up mine. I should have waited. What an idiot! You idiot! $3.95. Hey Matt? What one's $3.95? I'm just driving. I'm not looking around. I'm not looking at the comments, but I'm looking. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take Highway 5. I'll take Highway 5. Boom. As soon as I hit the Grapevine, it might be tonight at. If I don't drink, I'll do one shot. I told her I'm gonna do one shot. She's so excited. It's called chocolate cake. I don't know what's in it. Should be fun. I'll have one beer as soon as I get there. And then after that, if I'm too tired, I'm just going to sleep until 4 in the morning. Otherwise, I'll drive on Highway 5 halfway to the Grapevine. There's a rest stop there. I stay at them all the time. I know you're not allowed to, but nobody ever bugs me. And if they start bugging me, then fuck it. I mean, what do you want me to drive deliriously? I'm not running generators. The truck drivers run their generators or their trucks, the 18-wheelers. I park with them. I have my own bathroom. It's a luxury hotel back there. It's the nicest camper anybody's ever seen. It's the Northern Light. It cost $68,000. When I got mine, it was right before COVID. There's another cop. Got a guy with a trailer. There was it was right before COVID, and I went to Oregon to avoid California's sales tax. And because it was a camper and there's no trailer, I was able to get away with it. So it only had to be registered once, paid all the DMV fees here in California, and trust me, they screw you. But my dad lives. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, whenever you're up visiting pops, let me know. I'll come up and visit my nieces and nephews. And if you want to go do a discovery dive in the summertime, or if you're a diver, I don't know. We're gonna get to know each other a little better. But if you diving the rivers when it's not snow melt, it'll be like 90 degrees out and the water is nice and cool. You can wear like what you would wear over at the islands. Like the water's like 65. And then you just go to where all the kids are jumping in the holes, country living. The kids drink beer and jump off in the summertime, jump off into the rivers off high rocks. Well, they lose their glasses, they lose their cell phones, they lose everything that was in their pockets, their earrings. That's a fun dive. Crawdads everywhere. We could do a crawdad feast. There should be a helicopter up here. If you crash, this is where the helicopter comes and gets you. It should be sitting right up here on the bluff. We are almost to God, what is that? Auburn area. So let me see if the helicopter's there. I always get excited when I see the helicopter. It means I'm close to my uncle's house. Maybe it wasn't here. Did I already pass it? Maybe I'm not there yet. Maybe I'm just excited. This is where you take 195 to go to Lincoln, Newcastle. Look at all the American flags, everybody. Proud to be an American. Trump, did you see that? Fuck, that ought to make you fucking proud of. Look at that. That's the border right there. I am in my people's country. Woo, we made it out. We made it out of Sacramento. Hey, for all you liberal board members, if you live up here and you were putting up with that bullshit and making us live like that, that's what we're talking about. That was beautiful to me. Wow. Maybe 5. If I leave at like 3 in the morning, I could stop on the freeway and take a picture of that. That is beautiful because I got to come back this way to hit Highway 5. Wow. Man, that just made me proud. And whoever I looked at the comments, it might have been Matt, but you said freedom. You're right. That was a borderline of freedom. Auburn's 2 miles. Reno's 102. Wow. Breathtaking, huh? Freeze your balls off. I know. And I got my shorts on. I got my Crocs on. I do have my Seawolf swag on. Here, I'll turn it around. Now, you guys want to see nature. I'll turn around. Look at me. Got the Seawolf swag. If you want the swag, go to my website, seawolf13.net. I can't give any away right now. We're building a fucking company from the ground up. I've given them away for 20 years. I get drunk at parties at my house, giving people Lobster, and they all would go home with hoodies. Those days will come the more famous I get, but right now it's ground zero. I'm in California and we won. And I know what's about to happen. I know how big Saltwater Guide is going to get now compared to what he was, and he was already a social media beast. Now they've taken off the punching gloves. We cut them right where they needed to be cut. All of us. Sure, I went a little overboard, called them liberals. I didn't call them libtard. I thought I did good. I didn't know liberal was a bad name. Forgive me. But, and it used to be cool to be a liberal. I like being called cracker. Like, what happened? So, yes, I have a camper that is 5 seasons. That's why it's the best. That being said, it's a Northern Light camper. It was built in Canada for the freezingness. It's only 2 pieces of fiberglass put together, so there's no slide outs. They can really insulate it, and It's like having my own house wherever I go. So my propane works in there. I can keep it at 72 degrees if I want. I sleep about, I like it about 61 degrees. Right now it's 59 degrees. This is comfortable for me, but we're going up to the snow. There was a lot of fresh pow pow. That's snow, everybody. We just had a huge storm. I'm not talking Southern California storm. There's Grass Valley's turn off. I'm not talking Southern California storms where you get 2 inches and everything gets shut down. We had, I don't know what we had. I don't follow the inches. Size does matter, they say. So anyway, we are just heading up the hill. This is Auburn. I will go live until it kicks me off into the mountains because I'm about to turn off. We're going to go over what used to be the world's tallest bridge, I think, or maybe California's. I don't know. I'm going to walk across it, and then from there on, I'm not going to be on until unless I can do a shot with her in my Uncle T's name in the spot that he took his last breath. Both of us were involved with that, holding his hand, listening to the death rattle. That's a tough one, but it makes you more of a man than you would even imagine. Do not put your parents in homes and let a nurse do this. That's something that you need to man up, you need to woman up, and take care of your own. There's no reason for them to be scared with strangers in the last part of their life. That's my opinion only. Do it how you want to do it. I don't judge. But this is how my uncle asked me to do it. I'm like, okay. Well, this guy, you know I have a camper on, homie. Guy's excited to get to Tahoe in his Tahoe. Yeah. Oh, let me turn it around so you can see beautiful nature. Hang on. We finally got to freedom. Oh, there's gas prices. That's what I thought you was talking. No, it's still what is it? 5.99, 5.49 for gas a gallon. It just was refined right there in Vallejo, but yeah, we got it. We got it. Gavin Newsom will make sure we fight off the evil 90% of Americans. We got to battle. We got to have sustainability. We got to keep all of our fishes by making it illegal to fish. Oops, don't worry about the lithium battery, the biggest lithium battery fire ever. That didn't happen. Sleight of hand. Look over there. Don't look over here. And we won that, guys. We won that. Now they're going to be, listen, they're smart. They're college people. They're going to be they are going to be structured next time. But we are too. We're going to do our private chat, but we're going to have our private chat. Look at the mountains. Oh my God. Look at that. That looks like a cloud, and it is just fresh powder. Now, this is where the fire, when my uncle was dying, they had so many fires. This is one right here. Right after, every time I came up and visited him, a new fire would start up. Are they not going to allow you to walk across the bridge? Do I still have sail? I still have sail. I got to see what their signs say. Sometimes they don't let you. Use caution. Bridge work. Oh, they're doing bridge work. Okay. All right. Now, there's going to be a lot of suicide. Don't commit suicide letters on here. This is the biggest bridge. I'll take you on it. I got to get across to the other side. And then we'll walk like those people are. Oh, yeah, there's still signs everywhere. Little letters saying, you can make it, people. And I believe you can. Don't jump off this one. There's no coming back. Let me turn on my blinker so I can slow down. They might not even have a pull-out area anymore. They don't on this side, so I'm going to have to cross over. Yeah, they closed it off, so I'm going to have to cross over. Give me a minute. We're going to have to hike. God dang. I'm going to park a little bit further up. Let's get over while we can. Oh, that's going to be a big drop-off with the camper. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Now, this is where you come and you can go scuba diving for all this stuff in the river down there. I'll show you in a minute. If you're still watching, if you're not, I get it. Fucking. Let me put on my hoodie. It's kind of cold. All right, I got everything. Let's lock up the truck. Put on the brake. Ugh. God, it's beautiful up here. Smells good too. Check out that keychain, huh? Not bad keychain. I gotta say. Hang on. Let me lock this up, because I mean it is a jog to get back here. There it is. Look at that thing. How beautiful is that, Matt? If you're still watching, look at the front of it. Yeah, this is why I thought I was a narcissist. I think an egomaniac is better. But I took their sticker off and I put up my own. And it doesn't even have the 13 in the regulator. I gotta change that. All right, let's walk over the bridge. This is California's, used to be I believe it was the tallest bridge in the world. We'll walk out to the middle of it, and then that'll be the show. I'm about 40 minutes away from starting to cook a lobster tail. Well, the whole lobster. You have to keep them whole, of course. But the whole lobster and steak with my family. And that's their favorite thing. That's what lobster is to me. That I love so much. Is that $3.90, $3.85? Man, dang, that'd be nice. I think I could fill up my truck instead of 160. I think it would cost me about under $100 probably. I don't know. I got like a 30-gallon tank. Oh, look at that guy's car. Oh, he's ready to go. All right. So they closed off. There's a catwalk under. If you guys don't know what a catwalk is, they closed off the catwalk. But back in the day, you used to be able to come party out here and walk underneath the bridge on the catwalk. But then people were killing themselves and hanging themselves, and I don't know. It seems like a terrible way to die, that hanging. I don't know. This is living. Look at this. Look at the beauty. There's something dead over there. You got the vultures. God, this is beautiful. Look at the red dirt. Don't step in that. Don't play around in it. Don't take your car in it. It does not come off for a while. Just smells good. I can feel my... Oh, there's a sheriff. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Look at that rock, man. Everything's beautiful here. Snow everywhere. Snow is another 40 minutes that way. Tahoe is more that way. So I got to go up there, drop off some stuff, and then I'm going to head straight down there. But I'm doing dinner tonight with the family, and long overdue. But check out this gorge. And I think this is, oh no, I think it is the American River. I think this is going to be the American River. And if I'm wrong and you live up here and I just disgraced my knowledge that I should know, I apologize. I mean, what else can I say? Now, kids do like to bungee cord off here. It's illegal. And they like to jump off here with their parachutes. So, let's see here. You're about to see beauty. Oh, you can walk down there now. Flowers. Somebody must have died. So this is the underneath of the bridge. And that's where you used to go in and you can walk underneath, and it's on the cage. That's all been closed off, which it should be. Look at the graffiti. And these are all used to be notes that have faded to tell people not to kill themselves. So a lot of people have jumped off here, ended their lives. Yeah, they need to updo all the, oh, here's one. You are loved, you are amazing, you are needed. Call
988 reach. Beautiful. I support all that. Brighter tomorrow. That's true. You never know. Wow, man. Look at this, guys. Let me put my... I better not drop my phone. Oh, my knees are weak. Look at that. Look at the beauty. Let's get out to the middle. Suicide is not the solution. I wonder why they don't make metal signs that last longer. Have hope, there's help. Yeah, a lot of people have ended their lives here. Tragic. Tragic. All right. I'm not going all the way to the middle because people are walking this way. I'm not going to disturb them. But look at that, man. Oh, my knees are weak. Look at that. Look at the beauty. All right. Took a picture. Now we're walking back. That was worth it. Anyway, I dive in that. I have dove in that river in the summertime. And with my buddy Gordon, he lives up here. He's like, hey, you want to dive up there? I'm like, yeah. So you do have to watch out because, I mean, you got to walk down to it. It's not this steep. This is a little more. But you see all the trails? You can get down there. People party down there all night long in the summertime. So, what a great day. What a great trip already. I'm already here. I feel my Uncle T's presence. I'm going to grab some more of his ashes too. This is where we keep his ash supply. He he's in a like a urn that is a Raiders urn. He was a Raiders fan. So anyway, we're going to grab some more of that just so I have them when I'm on my travels in case I run into the biggest lobster. I'll dump some ashes right there. But anyway, man, what a great time. This is exciting. And I'm going to get off here because I'm going to lose cell connection. I'm going to lose cell connection as soon as I get in my truck and go across the freeway here. So I'm going to lose connection, and I'm just going to enjoy this area. You're right. This is freedom. You guys all have a great day. Follow me on all social media, Seawolf13. I'm going to be going live throughout the day and night. And tomorrow, you have to be on Saltwater Guide. Your Saltwater Guide on YouTube, any social media. I don't care, wherever you see it. Your Saltwater Guide. And he's going to be live tonight. Tonight is going to be G-rated. Tomorrow is going to be R-rated. And I'm the person they bring in when they want to make an R-rated live show. Now, there's not going to be nudity or anything like that. We're just going to be having fun. Drinking, maybe a cuss word here or there. That's all. Other than that, it's just going to be a great time. This was a win for us this week, and this is how I'm treating myself. All right, you all have a beautiful day.